Good morning. It is 6:24 a.m. on Thursday, July 12th, 2018. I'm Christiana Ellis and I just got up. This is 5 more minutes. I am already kind of worked up this morning because just briefly browsing Twitter for a bit while my computer was waking up. I came across more stuff about the Last Jedi debate. Um, Perhaps it's dismissive to do the finger quotes there. But I guess I'm just certainly solidly in one camp. I mean, essentially, I saw a brief video that seemed to really bend over backwards for the idea that, well, there's a reason that people can have such divergent opinions about whether a movie is good or not, and it basically comes down to everybody has different expectations about what strengths and weaknesses a story, what strengths must be there for it to be good and which weaknesses can be forgiven as long as the strengths are there. And if everybody has, different boxes, like, hypothetical example, someone can forgive a little bit of looseness in plot as long as the characterization is on point. Or someone else might say, as long as the overall tone is right, then it's okay if the characters occasionally just serve the plot instead of having like their own drive. Like, everyone has kind of a different list of like, well, as long as X, I will accept Y. And everyone has different lists of those. And the video that was basically just bending way over backwards to say, look, everybody has different expectations of what they want stories to do. And, if a given movie satisfies one set of checkboxes and does not satisfy a different set of checkboxes, then those two people are going to disagree about whether the movie's good. And then I saw a response video that was basically saying, no, that's not true. Here's proof that it's bad, undeniably bad, and basically saying that anyone who feels differently is obviously lying for some ulterior purpose. And I just sort of feel like you're not even I don't even know how to process that. Like, I liked The Last Jedi. I liked it a lot. I liked it the more I thought about it. I'll confess that there were parts when in my original viewing where I was like, oh, I'm not so sure about this, or I don't know, I'm a little bit bored during this sequence in my initial viewing. However, upon rewatches, for me, pretty much all of my qualms faded away. And that's because, for me, the things that I wanted it to do, it did. And it allowed me to forgive anything that was a departure from that. For other people are going to feel differently. And that's obviously allowed. But, I don't I don't know. I don't I'm literally reluctant to talk about this because this sort of thing it gets nasty out there on the internet, and that's it's awful. It's now, of course there are lots of people who just sincerely didn't like the movie, and that's fine, and they're not bad people, and there's nothing wrong with them having a different opinion than mine on the movie. But there's a subset of the people who didn't like the movie who are bad people and they do awful stuff on the internet. And maybe those people would want to say that there's just as many people who are nasty on the other side, and it's an escalating war, and it's back and forth, and fine, whatever, I don't care. But the point is, I feel like I'm literally reluctant to even bring the subject up because I have seen the nastiness. And that just, it's gross. Hopefully this won't be a problem for me. I honestly suspect that it won't, mostly just because these videos don't get watched enough beyond people who know me. So, but anyway, I guess that's just kind of what I've got on the brain this morning. So, in the meantime, I will talk to you tomorrow for 5 more minutes.